Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth. It's been a while and I feel good. I also feel like I want to share that through the last several months, I feel like I traveled through what they call the dark night of the soul. And for me, that gave me some insight to, our need to unite and journey towards the light, harness our pain, wield our gifts from the fire through this difficult year and see our strengths and purpose. And for me, slowly, the sun feels like it's begun to rise again in my life. I feel more resolved in purpose and I'm connecting better with others. I feel more resolved and more dedicated to putting effort towards our strengths together. And for me, this has caused things to flow. So here's an update for August through November 2020. Okay, hey guys, welcome back to Just My Voice again. We're about to navigate through photos and video clips of the last 4 months, August through November. Not much in November, but we're going to catch up on weight loss, family, health, love, life, adventure. Here we go. So right now what you're seeing is the first photo, this is August 1st. I was actually on vacation with family, and so I went ahead and snapped a photo I didn't get away in. And here also are some video clips of vacation, and then we'll continue with the timeline.
This is what marriage is like in quarantine.
True.
Do you think this is actually like a marriage area?
Yes.
Do you think we're just allowed to like walk around here?
Yeah. Just not interrupt them.
I can't do it.
Oh, yeah. When we were in Santa Barbara, we saw these beautiful homes overlooking the ocean, which reminded me to remember to embrace abundance. And of course, I got the opportunity to see my beautiful son, Josh, just having a ball at the beach. It was a great day. It was just kind of cool weather, but not too hot. And we also adventured down State Street in Santa Barbara, where we saw, the changes that had happened since 2020, but still the vivaciousness of the town and, how many people were out there, being safe and still being able to do things, business and connect. And now we're jumping into some really exciting stuff. I don't know if you guys know, but I live in the Los Angeles mountains, and there were 4 fires that came within a couple of miles of my home during August. The first one was on August 12th, and I happened to be with my son down at a restaurant in Santa Clarita, California, which is kind of like the outskirts of LA. And I was just enjoying myself. I had really kind of taken the time to take a kind of a treat, a break. And I was at this very special restaurant, which I love so much. They have like real grapes growing in vines, kind of covering this outside patio. So beautiful. And then I look outside and I'm alerted by a fellow diner that there is a huge fire billowing in the distance. And I look up and the fire happens to be up in my home in the mountains, and I can see that I must immediately address this. And I am telling you, I have some plans. I've got some things that I plan on setting into motion, and I just didn't want to risk the things that I had put effort towards being, smoke damaged or burned. I just couldn't psychologically approach that. So I went and grabbed a U-Haul truck, and before even, heading back up to the house, came back to the house with that, spent the night, packing this truck to the brim with my stuff, going full, gung-ho power mode. And people were like, oh, it's going to be fine, going to be fine. I was like, I don't need this stress. Thank you. I'm going to own my own decisions here. And I was so glad that I did that, because it took the night of sleeping and then waking up and finishing to pack to take the truck and get everything out of the house. And the fire kept growing. Look at this. The fire kept growing. By the time that I got everything down to a storage unit, rented the storage unit, unloaded all of this. This is like probably 2 or 3 tons worth of stuff that I unloaded by myself, loaded and unloaded and organized. Okay. Within 24 hours, I needed a break. And some key context, the vacation that we took at the beginning of August were a couple of day trips that were to avoid day-long scheduled power outages during extreme heat. So, I was feeling it. I was feeling that burnout coming, that emotional, physical burnout. Physically, I was done. I don't even think I had the energy to drive the 40-minute drive back up the mountains to my home. And so I went with my son to a hotel. He had been wanting this type of vacation for so long this year. And so I treated him. He got the chance to go and just have all of the little luxuries that you have in a hotel that means so much to an 8-year-old. And it made him so happy that it made me so happy. And it was just a huge kind of breath of fresh air for me at that moment. But it wasn't over. This was like before really actually it was like the dark night of the soul was like coming for me. It was coming for me, okay? So here it comes, but I'm still hanging in there. You see a couple photos. I am looking kind of like I've lost some weight here. I'm making progress. And then we drive home. The fire continues. And then we go through on and off through August, which was like intermittent more fires and just kind of like, I guess we're living on Mars now. The whole sky is orange all day. Granted, my favorite color is orange, so I was kind of like, okay, let's vibe with this. Let's look at the positive here. 9/1/2020, you're going to see my weigh-in here.
Hey guys, we are doing a weigh-in for September 1st, 2020. Here we go. $189.2.
Hey everyone, it is Elizabeth. It is October 30th, 2020. I have been continuing to track my weight loss on a month-to-month basis. There's been a little bit more weight loss and some plateau, but there's also been a great progress for me in being able to make a transition from counting my calories and doing a lot of restriction to allowing myself to eat without doing that. I have switched primarily to a vegan plant-based diet. And when I say primarily, I mean that that is the goal, to switch 100% to that. I think that my stomach and my intestines have been reacting to intermittent fasting by like getting a chance to do some healing. And so then when I eat again, if I were to eat something that had dairy in it, then it would be a very volatile, painful reaction in my intestines that would last for many hours. And so there's more to come on that, but I have been incorporating intermittent fasting. So that would be like maybe eating 8 hours of the day and then not. And then I've also been doing some longer fasts. And I would say that primarily those have not had the impact of weight loss, because I tend to reintroduce the weight that I lost as soon as I eat again. It has helped with blood pressure, identifying what my stomach actually would like to have in it. And so for me personally, that had been a kind of a stabilization process where I'm changing a lifelong pattern of eating to a diet that's more sustainable for the long term. And I know that that will be sustainable for weight loss as well. And it's been trying to be patient with that, because I want to have results every month. And at the same time, I could observe that I was fighting the same type of challenges that I had fought all these years, and that if I kept just battling the weight loss without making fundamental changes, then I wouldn't be able to maintain it over the later years of my life and get those health benefits. How else are things? We've had some fun activities. We've made some new friends, and it's been an effort, but I've been putting in the effort to kind of take my life in the direction that it needs to go. And being patient with that has required going back and doing some deep healing that has been extremely painful. And if I hadn't been willing to do that, then I wouldn't be able to have made the progress that I've made now. Lose another 4 pounds and then maintain that and change a lifelong pattern of eating has been huge, and the results of that will start to pay off soon, and I'm excited for it. Happy Halloween! On that note, I hope everyone's doing well. You know, if you've been through it, if you've lost people or had to let them go, if you've found new amazing people as a result, I know I have, and I can relate to that, and I just hope that everyone is finding the relationships and the people in their lives that really are effortlessly awesome. Okay. All right, see you guys.